Welcome back to Igniting Change, United Way Unfiltered podcast. Thanks so much for joining us. I am super excited because today we have Joe Borich. He is the CEO of SEICAA. Thanks for joining us today, Joe.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Anytime we can get out and be in the community is fantastic. So I'm really excited. I like this that you guys are doing. I think this is something different. So I think this is a great opportunity for you guys and the community itself. So
thanks, Joe.
You bet.
I wanted to say first that you and I used to work together in a totally different way.
We did. We worked together at ISU. Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Go Bengals.
Go Bengals. Big win this week, I guess. That's huge win.
Big win. They had a massive comeback. It was amazing.
Comeback. Yeah, it's a huge one.
Awesome.
It was great.
Well, it's nice to know that your passion for the Bengals didn't go anywhere.
No, not at all.
Yeah, mine either. Every time I see, so I used to do brand management for the university, and every time I see the orange colors, because I used to manage the colors, literally the colors, and whether they were correct.
You had the colors. You were the one to go for the colors.
It's orange.
If you didn't think that there was many shades of orange, you were wrong.
It's precise. It's either orange or it's not, Joe.
That's right. It's not just one orange.
So you have recently transitioned
Yes.
a bit. So now you are right smack in the nonprofit world with me. Tell me about that transition to CEO of SEICAA.
Yeah, it's been a great transition. A little bit about my background. I was at ISU. I was at ISU actually twice. Once from 99 to 2006 as a football coach back when in 2002, we won the Big Sky, and was a college football coach for about 15 years. I went from there out to New York to Ohio, got out of coaching, got into administration, got my MBA, got into community development and fundraising, and then got the awesome opportunity to come back to the place that we love. My wife is from Southeastern Idaho. My kids are born here. This is home for us, and any opportunity to come back home, the opportunity was there. So I came back to ISU as the associate athletic director, working directly with the development and fundraising. And so part of that community development and Pocatello itself is right where my heart is. So as this job opened, I spent a little time over working with the Meters, which was a great opportunity. They've been such great supporters of both me personally and everything that I've done. So worked with them for a little while. And then, but when this job opened up, I had known what SEICAA had done and the impact that they make on the community and the diversity in which we can do that. And when that job opened up, it was just a perfect fit. It was exactly what I was looking for in leadership and fundraising and community development. And so when that opened up, I took the opportunity. They've had some amazing leadership there from a really long time, from Deb Hemmer to Shantae, who was there and filling some big shoes. So I think it's a great opportunity for me personally. And I was looking for something that sounds really dumb and corny, but I was just looking for a place where I can make a difference. You know, where you can look yourself in the morning and look in the mirror and say, you know what, at least I'm trying and I'm doing what I can, and it feels really special to do that in this community. So.
Oh, I love that, Joe. And I knew you would totally rock the CEO position at SEICAA. I mean, I knew that you do great at everything you do.
Oh, thank you.
But hearing a little bit more about your background, that really is a perfect fit for you.
It is. It's this bizarre. I have the most bizarre, unique background, but if you look at it, really works because it's fundraising, it's development, it's recruiting, it's kind of exactly what we're doing. And how can you try to make the difference in people's lives, whether it was young athletes to people in this community that are looking for a hand up to help out and stuff like that, and being able to partner with amazing companies, amazing people to kind of make a difference. So yeah, it's kind of what kind of fits exactly what I'm about. So
I love that. And I think another reason it's a good fit for you, Wendy Ames, our director of donor and community engagement, she calls it friend raising.
Friend raising, that's exactly right.
And I don't think that you've ever met a stranger.
No,
I think you are as friendly as they come.
No,
I love that about you.
And I think that's the important part. I think that's what people lose fact is really at the end of the day, and I kind of have changed the mantra about it, even at SEICAA, is we're about people. And we're in the people business, and that's exactly what we're in. From everyone from our participants to our employees, but also to all of our partners. It's not about just asking people for money and soliciting and all of that stuff. It's really about building that one-on-one relationship with people and understanding how do we have any services or things out there that fit their passions and fit what they're about? So you've got to get to know them, and you got to be able to build that relationship with people and understand what they're about and where they want to see their money go, or if they don't, because also that's the other part is it's not always about sometimes the dollars. Their time is really is valuable too, and anything that they can do to help nonprofits, help agencies, help community, everything is vital. But the only way to do that is to really get to know people.
Yeah, and to unite and
Yeah,
do it
very
together,
much.
right?
100%. I truly believe that. And I think that's where we all become really, really powerful is when we do it together. Because we all have different avenues and we all have different lanes that we're in. And the more we partner together, and the more powerful we become.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, nice.
So before we get into what SEICAA does specifically, I want to touch on one thing you said, what the community is like here in Southeastern Idaho, because I am a transplant. I'm from North Carolina. I've been here about 8 years. And I have absolutely found my home here. I feel like the people in this area are so genuine.
Very much.
Yeah, I've never experienced, I've lived a lot of places, and I've never experienced the level of genuineness. That's what I'm going to go with.
I think so too. And I had the opportunity. I was born and raised in Utah. Sorry, I was one of those. But I came up. I was here for about 6-7 years, and I met my wife, and our kids were born here. And then we left for 10 years. And after going 10 years and living in New York for about 3.5 years and moving to Ohio for 7 years, there's some great avenues and some great people, and I don't want to discount any of the places that I've been or opportunities but there's something really special about Pocatello, and I think leaving you realize how special this community is and how invested people are, and actually it's really dumb, but there's just really good people here. There's really good people that really want to make a difference. Of course, it has its quirks and its negative, but the positives outweigh the negatives, and what a great place to raise your kids, and the opportunities that are there. This community is home. It's been home to me. It's helped kind of mold who I am, not being from here, but now I've spent more time here than probably anywhere. So this is a really, really special community.
Yeah, and I love that it's a homecoming of sorts.
Yeah. The funny part is you come back after being gone, and even though it had changed so much, it hadn't changed at all, which was so refreshing, and it was so comfortable.
Yeah.
To come back and you're like, oh, you can go get a buddy salad, and you can go eat everything was still the same, but had grown and developed so much, but it was still the same. So I really like that.
Yes. So Joe, tell me what SEICAA is. First of all, what does it stand for? And tell me what you do and the why behind it.
Yep. SEICAA is that's obviously the acronym for Southeast Idaho Community Action Agency. We're a community action agency, which means that we primarily are funded through the CSBG grant, the Community Services Block Grant. That's what kind of identifies us as a community action agency. Our why and what we're about is the money that we get through the CSBG grant is really rising to the needs of the community. We provide opportunity, resources, services to people that are in need to kind of combat poverty. We are working to get people self-sufficient. We try to provide those services to make them self-sufficient. We're looking for people that just need a little bit of help to kind of get that. I think all of us have been in that situation. I know in my younger days, newly married with kids and the whole bit, was just looking for some help with an energy bill, help with something, just to get yourself back on track. And that's kind of where SEICAA comes in. The fun part about SEICAA is we have everything from the Veterans Homeless Shelter, which is, we're taking veterans in and providing case management, trying to get them back into some affordable housing, get them jobs, get them back on the other side of the spectrum, we're doing a self-help housing. We're literally helping families buy their first homes. And we've got a property out there in Chubbuck that we're working to get that thing done. And we're talking about families just trying to help. They're doing all of the work. They're doing the getting finance through the bank, they're doing all that, but we're kind of helping that gap to make it a little bit more affordable so they can make those monthly payments. So they're actually going in and actually doing probably about 1,000 hours of work on their homes. So that money, we actually pay them to go in and do paint and finish work or whatever their skills are. And that money goes to their down payment on their house. So we've got everything in between. We've got our community services project or department, which does everything within the community. We do energy assistance, helping somebody with an energy bill. We have our birthday closet where families can go in and just maybe they don't have the dollars right now to get their child a birthday gift. We can go in. We've got a bunch of stuff donated from Walmart that they can go in and pick from. We've got our working closet. We've got a lot of our Christmas programs are going through there. So our Shop with a Cop, our Adopt a Family, our Socks for Seniors program is all going. So we've got that area in our community services. And then we've got our weatherization, which goes into people with homes. And maybe their windows aren't great or their insulation's not great or their heater's not working. And if they qualify, we can go in through a grant and weatherize their house and make it more efficient and make it a lot more warmer in these times. And then we have our rental housing. We've got 145 units that we put people in. We've got everything from senior housing to disability to just low-income housing that we put people in. And then we've also weatherization and Meals on Wheels. We have our Meals on Wheels program that is for homebound seniors that can't leave their homes and get the meals that they need, that we provide those meals right to them. So the great part about SEICAA is we do a little bit of everything. It's really great. And that's the great part about it is we're able to do so many different programs and so many different things because with that CSBG grant that I talked about, we're able to literally rise to the needs of the community, and whatever the community needs, we should be there for it. So we're really excited about the future that we have, and we have great partners like you guys, so which is fantastic.
Yeah, you all do a ton of programs, as you mentioned, and it is. I'm not sure how you all do everything that you do. How do you do this?
I said I'm coming up on my 1 year, and I said at year 3 when I understand my job. No, we've got some great directors who have been there a long time who are housing or are running each one of those departments. So they make my job much easier. But we're dealing with a lot of different funding and a lot of different grants and a lot of different things to try to make all those things work. But my team, for as crazy as it is, we do a lot of things, but we're only really a staff of 35, and they do a great job. They really, I'm really blessed to have the team that we have.
You do have an amazing team.
Yeah, really great.
Solid folks you have. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about one more thing on the team. How do you foster team building and friendships within a team where you are kind of in the trenches, go all the time? How does that look for you as a leader?
That's really hard. And I think that's the thing that you have to constantly remember as a leader in all of nonprofit is remembering why that we all got in it. For me, it's the making the difference or finding that. And sometimes we forget because we're so bogged down with the regulations and the grants and all of this paperwork and red tape and dotting I's and crossing T's and working with this, that you forget the impact you're making and you forget what you're actually doing. And I think I learned this obviously in fundraising, but the very first part of it is fun, and you've got to make it fun. You've got to be able to really internally look at what you're doing and share those impact and really share that stuff. One of the things we did this year, which was one of the funnest things we did a team building in Old Town here in Pocatello. We had a scavenger hunt via an app, and we're running through town doing all this scavenger hunt through downtown Pocatello, and it was just a hoot to have everybody together in Pocatello, just kind of celebrating what we do and all of that and all the impact that we make. But I think you have to take time to share on what you're doing. Your people, and it's again about the people. Our people are just as important as anybody else, because our people are the community people.
That's right. We're all in this together.
And I think once you, we're all in this together. And I think once you you get in trouble when you separate. No, here's our clients or participants, or here's this and here's us. No, we're all in this. How can we all make this together? So
That's right.
you have to really constantly kind of internally look at yourself and what you're doing.
Yes, and how can we lift the entire community up
Correct.
together?
Correct.
I love how so many of your programs fill the gaps of need.
Very much.
So on that note, tell me how United Way and SEICAA work together.
Yeah, very much. United Way has been a huge, huge partner for us. They've been able to provide with some of the United Way grants, been able to provide funding for our veteran services, which is huge because that's really is one of the main funders that we have for that, which is fantastic. Also in our Meals on Wheels, you guys have been able to help provide some funding for that. Also in Bingham County, the thing about SEICAA too is that we obviously are all 7 counties down here, and our Bingham County, which is in Blackfoot, gets funding from United Way. And I know that we have partnered with United Way on many, many things that we have had through the time. I remember just lately when I spoke at the United Way event, I was talking about a veteran that we had found that was literally living in the mountains, had nowhere to go, had nothing to do. We were able to get him in our veteran shelter, being able to get him the case management and the stuff that he needed, and all of that was because of United Way. The cool part of the story is once we got him in, we got him squared away to some affordable housing there at SEICAA, and we called United Way, and Wendy was right there with furniture. She had found somebody that was donating furniture and the whole bit. So we were, with the partnership that we were able to impact that veteran's life by putting him in, getting him shelter, getting him affordable housing, and being able to get him a completely furnished apartment. So I thought that's just one of many, many stories. But I think our partnership with United Way is really vital in what we're doing.
Thanks, Joe. That means a lot. With the we raise money, community. We couldn't do it without all of our many friends and supporters and donors, and that money is turned around, and 100% of any donation goes straight back to our nonprofits. And so SEICAA and Joe is one of our 26 trusted and vetted nonprofits in the area who are doing this hard work every single day of lifting our community together. When someone has an issue, when they need help, a lot of times it's maybe the first time they've ever asked for help.
And we're talking to, and we say the word, we hand up and not hand out, and we truly mean that. It's not, we're looking for somebody who's just needing a hand up, something who I might not have ever asked for help before. I don't know if I qualify. You would be shocked if you understood how that you were qualified and you're able to get a little bit of help and you're able to do those. And that's what we're here for, is to impact because we want to stop the domino effect that all of a sudden it's this month and then it's next month and then it's, if we can have a service there to help you and you're willing to do the things that we need to, we're there to help.
And stabilize.
Yeah,
right?
And stabilizing and become self-sufficient. It's not easy, and it's not an easy deal, but we're here for you. We're here to help, and we're here to do what we need to help any family or any person that we can.
And then what does money from donations or grants? Grants from United Way. How is that different than the regulations through grants elsewhere? How is United Way's grants different for SEICAA?
I think you probably know the answer to that.
Well, I do.
No,
but they might
no,
not.
I know it's joking. So probably the biggest thing is when we get a lot of federal grants or state grants, there's just so many things that we have to do. It's really, really a lot of them are really, really restricted. They're really, really restricted to certain things, or you can't spend it on this, you can't spend it on that, you can't spend it on this, you can't spend it on that, you have to do this, you've got to do it this right way. The good part is a lot of the stuff we get from United Way goes to the program, and it goes to the program's needs, and that's the great part. For example, we've got some grants that we have gotten with our Meals on Wheels program, which are fantastic, and we need them. But they actually don't go to food. They go to modernization. They go to tech. They go to other stuff. Well, we all know that the cost of food has gone up dramatically. Well, with the United Way money, we can put that where the needs are and where the needs need to go. And we can really look at that and have a little bit more freedom to use that to where the needs are. Same deal with our veterans shelter. You know, it's the little things. It's being able to get them toiletries, being able to get them glasses, being able to get them the basic needs just as they're there in our homeless shelter, and helping them go through the case management. That money helps do that. It instantly goes right to where the need is and right to the help. It doesn't funnel through a lot of things. It just goes right to where the programs need it the most.
And tell me a little bit about, you touched on this earlier, but what is the nonprofit community like here?
Oh, I think it's fantastic. I think we have an amazing nonprofit community here. I think as you've gone to any event or anything that you've seen, you see the support that we all share with one another. And I think it is unlike anywhere that I have ever been. And I think the more and more that we sit down and work together and to trying to find new ways, and that's the other part, is looking at finding new ways to do things, and not just because it's always been done that way that we have to do it that way. And those are some of the new kind of changes that we're working through here. But I have this is one of the most supportive nonprofit. I think there's not a nonprofit around here that doesn't support one another, and that's not necessarily financially, because it's not financially. It's being able to come and words of advice to help me do this. Have you guys seen this? Vice versa. So this is just such a great deal, and I think the more that we can work together, the better we become.
Yeah, I agree. It is. I'm kind of new to the nonprofit world here as well, and I think it's unusual that you can just like call somebody up and be like, "Hey, this is the situation. Do you have thoughts or ideas?" And then they jump in.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. One of the first things, I had a position open. I had been on the job a month, and I had one of my high-end executives leave, and the first person I called was Mindy over there at Health West, and we had coffee, and she told me about this and this and this, and she calmed my mind and gave me direction, and it was fantastic. And I don't think you get that everywhere. You don't get that everywhere, and just being able to do that really helped me put us back into where we were going. We didn't take too much of a step back, and now we're able to take some couple steps forward, and it was a simple phone call. So those are the kind of things that I think are really valuable with the nonprofits here in town.
Love that.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part of your role as leader of SEICAA, CEO?
I think I touched on a little bit before, but knowing that you're doing I enjoy leading people. I love people. I love the relationship building. I love leadership. I love being able to, it's that coach, teacher stuff part of me that I just love. I really embrace that, but it sounds corny, but the older you get, you look at it as to know that I'm really trying to make a difference, and I'm really, really every day trying to make a difference in somebody's life. And at the end of the day, I know all of us have much more goals than this, but if we help one family make a difference and change one family's, it's all worth it. And we all are helping way more than one family, but if you're helping break the cycle of one family, the impact is just, I get almost just teary-eyed thinking about it. Like that's what we do. That is one person, one time making a difference is makes it all worth it. Yeah.
What would you say is what if someone wasn't familiar with SEICAA? What would you say is the best way to maybe get involved or learn more?
Yeah, I think the best way is to I wish I had the phone number on me, but is just reach out to us. Okay. We reach out to us. Our number is all over the place. Just call our main office. They'll be able to let you know what services we have, what there is. Do you qualify? Different programs have different qualifications and certain things. So you obviously go to our website, SEICAA.org. Check it out. You'll see our phone number there. But at that point, you can kind of see all the programs that we have. And you can reach out to us anytime and see, do I qualify? Do I not qualify? What do I have to do? And all of our people are there to take your call. So
Okay, so I will put all of that into our show notes.
Okay.
We have show notes.
Oh, wow,
I know,
you guys are
right?
high tech.
Can't see.
Wow, I'll tell you what.
Okay, I will include that in our show notes. And I think that I'd like to leave a little bit of space for you for what else haven't we covered that you want to talk about?
Let's see. Right now, probably our big focus, we have got two major focuses, obviously, with all of our day-to-day programs, but our two major focuses right now are our Alpine Crossing, which is our self-help program. We're literally, like I said, building homes. We're developing and building those homes. So if there's people out there, I know right now is not a great time to be buying a home and getting qualified and all of that stuff. But if you are interested, reach out to us. We're always looking. We're developing more land. We're looking to continue to get participants who are right there. So you can go in and reach out to our self-help housing and kind of see if you qualify. And as we get into spring, we'll have more lots open. We'll need more participants and all of those kind of things. And then number two, our biggest focus right now is we're coming right upon our start of our Christmas programs, so which is a major part of what we do. Right now, we was out not last weekend. We were out with the local police department raising money for Shop with a Cop. The police department does an amazing job of putting this together, and they have for years. But SEICAA helps them, and we provide the families, and we provide the participants so they can go and shop with a cop. So we provide all of that. So anything you can to support the Shop with a Cop program is fantastic. We've got socks for seniors just going, about ready to kickstart, where we're being able to provide stockings to seniors that kind of have all those little goodies that seniors like, and everything from fun warm socks to lotions to anything that they need. Erica Farnes and her team does a great job with that. But we're distributing. Last year we distributed over 800 stockings to seniors, and this year we're trying to get 1,000 that we can get out to seniors this year. So. Be great. So
we'll help you get the word out about that
yeah,
as
there
well.
you go.
Yeah,
Yes.
share the flyers.
Yeah.
Every year it's really fun when
Yeah.
the giving season of the
It
holidays.
is. It really is. It really is. It's a special time, and I know a lot of people are coming up and helping with that. So we've got a lot of good things happening.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Joe, you're a delight, first of all.
Thank you.
And I think we should all, just be able to feel your passion and your leadership style sounds amazing.
Yeah,
and
I hope so. It's to do what we do. We're all really lucky, and I know we don't do it for the money. We don't do it for the other stuff. We don't do it for the recognition. But just being able to know that you're making a difference, and to do it in a community like this that cares. There really are a lot of people in this community that care, and there's a lot of services and a lot of stuff out there for people, and for all of the people that donate, all of the people that contribute to United Way, that funnels through, that comes to SEICAA, I want to thank them, because without them, we couldn't do what we do. And I think that's the most important part, is to understand that your help, sometimes you don't get thanked enough. I truly believe that, and that comes from my world of fundraising, is I don't think we thank them enough. We don't thank our donors and people who are helping us out, but they're the lifeblood of what we do.
Absolutely. Well, I'd like to thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you for all that you do with SEICAA, and thank you to your amazing staff.
Yeah, thank you.
Your team is phenomenal, and thank you for helping lift our community together. Appreciate your partnership.
Thank you. You're awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Igniting Change, United Way Unfiltered.